Follow me to the church.
Our guest today is Academy Award nominee Gary Busey, and you know him from more than 150 films and dozens of other reality shows and productions. But did you know that Gary is also an established singer-songwriter and musician? Welcome to the show, Gary.
Well, it's great to be here. I feel so good being back in the town I grew up in from fourth grade on. It's just something that will forever be in you. It's the imprint of where you grew up and what it was like when you grew up, and looking back at it now as you see how it was when you grew up with the mind you have today, and understanding that Tulsa, Oklahoma is one of the greatest places in the world. Of course, I grew up here. You might say I'm biased, but no. Even if I hadn't grown up here, it would be one of the greatest places in the globe, in the world. You got a river, you got the trees, you got rolling hills.
Yeah, I was going to ask why you say that. Why is it one of the greatest places?
Because it is. It's really true. And the great thing about the truth is that the truth requires no questions. Take it.
Well, you're known, as I said, I read off all your...
I'm known?
You're known for,
I'm known
as an
to moan?
actor. Well, maybe. But
Sound like a song. I'm known to moan. Come see me tonight.
You are known as an actor, but what people don't realize is that you started out as a musician, right? A drummer and a singer.
Well, I was self-taught all that. I didn't have lessons. Well, I got lessons from my angels, and everybody out there listening, you have spiritual guides, you have angels, you have forces that you can't see that are inside of you, and they're help to guide you in your life. And the thing it's really fun to do is always consider other people's feelings first. And when you don't know somebody and you smile at them, you have an instant friend for life. And the word life, L-I-F-E, that stands for living in forever eternity.
You're going to drop those Buseyisms, aren't you?
I don't drop them, I throw them at you.
So how did your background in music, how did that affect acting for you?
Oh, well, I believe and I know in my faith that music is the highest art form of them all. Music was the communicator in the universe before Earth was created. With the sounds you can't hear and the sonic beams, music, sound and music. And music touches the heart and the soul, lyrics and the emotions. And acting, that's a trick word, because acting is the absence of acting. It's believing in the truth of the moment you're creating instantly at that time without thinking. When you think, you get in your way when you're doing art. The idea, the notion, the commitment you have to use freedom. Don't think about it. I got to prepare for this scene. What am I going to do? What am I going to wear? How am I going to be my hair? No, it doesn't come from that. It comes from within. Your ability to commit yourself to the character and what the character is going through, the emotions and the dynamics and the ups and downs. And what's good to do for you people who want to act, you guys out there, always be able to do a scene 5 different ways. And then what happens, you have 5 takes of 5 different ways to do it, and you take the best from each 5 take and put it into 1 take. And you have a very, very beautiful feeling when you see, hear, and understand a story.
But Gary, when you first went out to L.A., you were a drummer and a singer. Were you out there gigging? I mean, is that what you were doing? I mean, you went out there to be a musician, correct?
No. I was going to Kansas State College on a football scholarship. Hurt my knee. Lost my football scholarship. And I transferred to Oklahoma State University in Stillwater and did a tryout or an audition and got a dramatic scholarship. And Vivica Locke taught me what it was to be proper in the theater. And she set me up. She didn't set me up, she put me up on a foundation block in my foundation that's so strong. And all the foundation blocks in your foundation were given to you at birth. But you get more blocks coming in as you go through life and experience something else, try something new, do something else. And I'm so amazed at the resilience and the stamina of a lady named Teresa Knox. And she brought me here. We met through doing something about Leon Russell. And it was a wonderful feeling that she gave me for what she can do and what she can focus on. And that's what makes the world go round, is having someone you can focus with and be even with, even when you don't know you are or don't think you are. That doesn't matter. What matters is the truth of the feeling you have from anyone you're with.
Yeah. Speaking of Leon, when you were out in L.A., did you guys play music together? Were you with him a lot?
Oh, yeah. He bought a house in the valley, San Fernando Valley, on Woodley. And every room in the house, he built another wall inside the original wall for soundproofing. And then one room with the drums, one room was the bass, one room was the guitar. Then we had his piano and the studio in the big room, piano and organ and kaleidoscope. And we just go out there and make music. And we have about 300 yards of tape with just me and Leon playing drums and piano. And I'm in the process now of securing those tapes. Because when we secure them, we're going to put something else on it and release it. And it will be, he never went away. You know, something like that. It just came through me. And it's a good feeling to have something you can do that motivates, inspires others. So they'll have a feeling to do great things within themselves.
What were those years like, though, Gary, out there in
What?
L.A.? What were those years like out in L.A. with
Every day
Leon?
is the same day for me. Every year is the same year. Every night's Halloween. Every weekend's a holiday.
Well, back in the day, though, when you were out there with Leon making music, and you played with a lot of...
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay,
That's
go
what
ahead.
I'm telling you. That's my freedom. And the word freedom, F-R-E-E-D-O-M. I'm going to take the letters to spell freedom and give you a true definition.
Okay.
F-R-E-E-D-O-M stands for facing, real, exciting, energy, developing out of miracles. Because every one of you hearing this, you're a miracle. You were born a miracle. And the miracle you are is the highest freedom you have and you give and you work with and you play with. And when you say, I got to go to work, say this. I got to go play for some time here. I'll be right back. I'll be back when I'm back. It's just lovely how things can influence you that I hadn't thought of before. And one of them was a traumatic brain injury, trip to the other side. One of them was having cancer in my face. It's wonderful to go through life. No matter what you're going through in your life, it's proper, it's purposeful, and it's moving you to a greater place. Because know out there that every one of you have great things coming to you. It's already been planned without planning, and that's the power of the Spirit.
Could you just list like a few of the musicians you've worked with, Gary?
Well, I had my own band, the Rubber Band, as Glenn mentioned, Ronnie Getman and John Crowder from Oklahoma State. And I was on stage with Bruce Springsteen in the Spectrum Arena in Philadelphia. Let's see, Tom Petty in Minnesota, got on stage with Tom. Bonnie Raitt in Minnesota, got on stage with her. Hank Williams Jr. After you do a movie like the Buddy Holly story and you're really singing in the movie, and Buddy Holly songs are all classic. In fact, the biggest inspirator for the Beatles was Buddy Holly. Because Richard told me, Ringo Starr, that they had a radio station in there in Liverpool where it brought American rock and roll. And you hear the Beatles play, the arrangements, the harmonies, and the way they end the songs, influenced by that kid from Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock, Texas is in the panhandle of Texas, state of Texas. And it's really flat there. And what's great about living in Lubbock, Texas, is that you can actually watch your dog run away for 2 weeks.
Took me a second, but...
It took you a second?
Yeah.
Is that what you said last night?
Hey, what musicians influenced you the most through the years?
Oh, man. Well, I was in the fifth grade. I was in sixth grade, 1955, when rock and roll started being played on the airwaves. Don't Be Cruel. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. All Shook Up, Elvis. Only the Lonely, Ooby Dooby, Roy Orbison. Bebop Lula, Gene Vincent and the Blue Caps. Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire. And that turned my generation over like a pancake from another dimension. And the rhythm, the energy, because teenagers have energy. And that gives them a way to express it with dancing. And dancing leads to hand-holding. Hand-holding leads to arm around the other. Arm around the other leads to looking into the eyes of your partner, and they glaze over. And there's a sweetness that happens that you can taste. And then I'll leave the rest to your imagination.
Thank you, Gary.
Just don't let your imagination get out of control. But I know you, and I absolutely adore and am a brother to your husband, David T. Garden. So I know you've been to some good rodeos.
So your musical background.
Aren't these people beautiful?
They all are. We couldn't do it without them. We're in the chamber.
You
like
what?
the chamber? The chamber. We call this room the chamber.
Well, I, because of my traumatic brain injury,
Right.
where I passed away after surgery, went to the other side. I went to the spiritual realm and the supernatural, surrounded by angels. I met a brain doctor, Dr. Daniel Amen, in Newport Beach, California, down south on the beach. He puts me in hyperbolic chambers, and I'm there for an hour. And then you have more oxygen coming to you in the chamber than you do in the real world. And when you get out of the chamber, I feel my aura expanding, like 2 feet away from my body. And when I walk, I'm walking with my feet on the ground, but I feel like I'm a couple of feet off the ground. And that's the power of your mind with your brain working together.
Well, you put a lot of mind and brain work into Buddy Holly. How did that come about? You had to go back to your musical roots to get that part, right?
No, I don't have to do anything. I just did it.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. They saw everybody, every actor in town for the Buddy
Like
Holly.
who?
Well, let me finish.
All right.
You like to interrupt, don't you?
No, I don't.
See, I'm not even to like who yet. Because I like everybody. Okay. They saw everybody, all the actors, to get the part of Buddy Holly. I was doing a movie at the time called Big Wednesday, and we were surfing on 25-foot waves in Oahu, the island of Hawaii on the North Shore. And they called me in. I met them. They would tell me a story about Buddy, and I said, that's not right. Here's how it was. Then I'd tell them what Jay Allison told me, Buddy's best friend and drummer. And I said, you guys, good luck on your movie. You're not going to find anybody to sing like Buddy Holly. But I know you're going to do your best because it's your first one. You feel like a virgin on prom night? That's great because they have fun without knowing it. So I had got to go surfing by, and they called me back, wanted me to record some songs. I said, I'm not going into a hotel room and recording on a cassette. No, they want you at Village Recorders. So I did 2 songs, 30 people in the control room, and got the gig. And there's no preparation to it. I was doing Big Wednesday surfing movie, bronze skin, blonde hair from the sun. Hey! And they took me back and gave me 3 permanents, dyed my hair black, gave me some dorky looking clothes from the 50s and the glasses.
And the glasses.
And I could not find Gary Busey in the mirror. That's when Buddy entered me. And when I sang those songs, his spirit was singing through me. I didn't know that till after the movie. And when I sing those songs now, they're mine. You know, I feel that messengership gave me a great honor in connecting with Buddy's spirit, soul, heart, creative energy, and everything he was and still is. When you look at life that way, you can really accept something that becomes you. Not because you're trying to, but because you are. Commit to your positive feelings about yourself. It's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Are you positive about you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, for certain. The Harwelden Mansion, located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, is your choice for a luxury destination bed and breakfast. Stunning and unique, beautifully decorated suites await you for your business or leisure. Constructed in the 1920s, the historic Harwelden Mansion boasts elegant and comfortable accommodations, Egyptian cotton towels, Peacock Alley linens, and Hermes bath products. All rooms stocked with complimentary beer, wine, tea, coffee, and soda. And you'll appreciate the welcome snack and turn-down service, minutes from the world-renowned gathering place. Book your overnight stay at harweldenmansion.com. That's HARWELDEN mansion.com. Hey, you took Leon to what, the Academy party, or what was it, the Academy Awards, or
Yeah,
with
I
you?
took Jeff Bridges and Leon Russell. And Leon was looking at Jeff very curiously. And we were going home. He said, I think that Jeff kid and I could be kindred spirits. I said, why? He said, well, my real name's Claude Russell Bridges. I was born in 1942 in Lawton, Oklahoma. I was born in 1942 in Lawton, Oklahoma. And how Leon got the piano gig, he played piano better than anyone in Tulsa. He was 14, and he's left-handed. So he got an ID that said he was 21, and the name on the ID was Leon Russell. So he said, I'll just keep this name because it's mine. Leon, incredible person, incredible humorist, very simple, direct, and on the money. And we got along so well, and it was like two brothers from different planets that managed to meet each other and fit in with what we thought did creatively, drums, piano. Wonderful. And when you find those people in your life, stay with it. Don't run away. Don't be in fear. And the word fear, I'm going to take the letters to spell fear. F-E-A-R stands for false evidence appearing real. So the people who are in fear created themselves. Doubt, D-O-U-B-T, debating on understanding bewildering thoughts. These are called Buseyisms, kids, where I take the letter, spell the word, and create another definition. Okay.
It makes sense.
I feel like a incredible Kobe beef steak that's done on one side. So flip me over and let's start again.
Let's do it.
You got a great laugh.
Thanks.
Yeah, here, you hear that? Everybody applaud. Yay!
That's going to sound pretty good, actually.
What's good?
That laugh, I mean, the clapping and stuff.
Clapping is good. You know, one time Leon told me, hey, Teddy Jack, that was a name I had on a local TV show here with Gaylor Sartain and Jim Milloway. And I said, what's my name going to be? To Gaylord. And Gaylord said, Teddy Jack Eddie. And then we started the skit. I said, why do you think Teddy Jack Eddie's good? And Gaylord said, never trust a man with three front names. Yay. I said, give me an example. Lee Harvey Oswald. Okay, enough. So Teddy Jack Eddie.
And Leon named one of his children after you.
That's my godson. He's in California doing music, and we're doing music together. And we recorded some beautiful songs. The last one we did was a song from Rubber Soul, John Lennon's song called There Are Places I Remember in My Life, though some have gone, some for better, not forever. In my life, I've loved them all. Lovely. Oh, the Beatles and John. Music is great. Music's high. All of you guys out there who don't play an instrument but love them, the one you love, buy one. Start playing it. It's very simple in the beginning. And the simplicity turns into an incredible feeling of worth, self-worth. When you play your song, then write a song. It's easy. There's only 8 chords, A, B, C, D, E, G, and they all play in different keys and different arrangements. Listen to records you like and learn how to play the song off that. It's just to motivate and inspire you to do what you know you can do. Even if you don't know it, you can do it.
It's true. And even as you get older, don't you think you get better at things? You're quicker at figuring them out.
Now you're talking about yourself.
No, I'm
this.
not. No.
What have you gotten better at now that you're older?
Just different things.
Do you still sit in your food before you eat it?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I hope you don't either.
Huh?
I hope you don't either.
Well, quit hoping.
Okay.
You know what hope stands for? Heavenly offerings prevail eternally.
I like that.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, it's great.
Hey, did you record on Shelter Records?
What?
Did you record on Shelter Records?
I played drums on an album called Will of the Wisp. And I don't know what label that was, but it's great. Leon played me a track. He said, what do you see there? And I said, well, I'm in film business. What I saw was a big sand dune with the wind coming over the top of the other. It was like an angle. And it was close to twilight. 2 people on camels went over the sand dune and came down to a place where 3 palm trees, a spring with rocks around it. The spring never quit running bubbling water. And 2 places you could see in the grass in the back of the Worth where they sit. And I said, 2 people will come there. And there'll be a man and woman discussing their future without talking. And that was called The Little Hideaway. So he wrote the song Hideaway from what I told him. Brilliant, brilliant. And that's when we knew we had a connection.
There's so many cool backstories, aren't there, to Leon's songs?
What?
There are so many cool backstories to Leon's songs.
What do you mean by
aren't there?
cool?
Neat.
Neat.
Yeah.
Do you know what that stands for? NEAT?
No, you tell me though.
Nice, exciting, and tight. Neat.
Well, I was thinking about Shootout at the Mansion, about Markham, Jimmy Markham.
What about him?
Do you remember that?
Remember what?
Well, Leon wrote that song about him.
Junior got the gun.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, that's called Shootout on the Plantation.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Shootout on the plantation. Every guy goes today. Take it into that dark road jungle to Elvis Presley here. No, Leon. Well, he saw things in his own unique, individualistic, powerfully visual way.
Incredible arranger, wasn't he? He arranged for so many people out.
Incredible everything. Yeah. The other night, I don't know where we were, but we're talking about Leon. I felt his spirit come into me. And when he passed away, I didn't know that had happened, but I found myself rubbing my chest here, and a warm feeling of coolness was in me. And that was Leon's spirit. He came to say, I'm still here, which he is.
Yeah, you're warmed up. You've got your guitar. You want to play something for us?
Warmed up? What do you want to do?
Well, I want you to play that guitar.
Do you still do body painting in the dark?
No, I don't think so.
It's good you don't
I
remember.
could start.
That was a stupid question, everybody. Nobody's just body painting in the dark unless you're a bat. Move that.
Move this out? Okay.
Move that over there. No, this. Yeah, there you go. Put this back. That's okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, everybody.
What are you going to play?
Who cares? You tell me when I'm done. This is for everybody out there. And this is a song. For instance, when I met the Holly family in Lubbock, Texas, after the movie came out in '79, his mother told me, Buddy, why do you write songs like Peggy Sue? Oh, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy. And he said, Mom, I just write nursery rhymes. That's all. And she said, it's time for you to write a love song. And she showed me a slip of paper about 4 inches wide, 6 inches long, and these were the words on that paper. That was Buddy's first love song. Maybe, baby, I'll have you. Maybe, baby, you'll be true. Maybe, baby, I'll have you someday. It's funny, honey, you don't care. You never listen to my prayer. Maybe, baby, I'll have you someday. Well, now you are the one that makes me glad, and you are the one that makes me sad. When someday I want you, then you'll be there waiting to see. Woo! La 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 la. Da 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 da. Maybe, baby, I'll be true. Maybe, baby, I love you. Maybe, baby, I'll have you someday. Hey! Buddy Holly's mother wrote the words, Buddy wrote the music. And that, my friend, was Buddy Holly, Charles Hardin Holly's first love song. Maybe, baby.
That took, I mean, when you were in that film, it was incredible.
I know. No, okay.
It was. No, it was incredible. It was incredible. Everybody thought so. Academy Award nominee.
You know what the women told me that saw the movie?
What?
They said the minute you started singing, I started sweating in the small of my back. That's code.
For what?
Use your imagination. What do you think?
I knew better than that.
When you sweat in the small of your back, what does that mean? It's what happens to athletes when they're doing crunches and plunges for the abdomen. That's what that's for. It's an athletic term. It's a gym term. It's a training term. It has nothing to do with gender-related stress response.
Okay. Today's episode is brought to you by the historic Harwelden Mansion, your choice for a luxury bed and breakfast experience, and the Church Studio, home to your favorite rock and roll t-shirt.
The Church Studio was the Abbey Road of America in the 1970s, when Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter and musician Leon Russell purchased a 100-year-old church and turned it into a recording studio and home office to Shelter Records. Now under significant renovation to bring it back to a recording studio, entertainment network, and community space. Get your church merch fixed today at thechurchstudio.com. Cool gear includes super soft t-shirts, hoodies, hats, journals, stickers, candles, and so much more. Thechurchstudio.com.
Hey, tell me about some of the new projects that you're working on.
Project I'm doing now in Tulsa called Busey's Nuts. And I'm in it with different friends. It's animated, and it's incredible stories. Johnny Moss is the writer of the animated series. And I think yesterday we recorded 2, today we'll record 3 or 4. When we finish here, we go to Mr. T. Garden Studio. And it's lovely. It's energy, up, situations and sequences right in your face, unpredictable, surprising, comes without warning. And there's some things are said that you have to think about in a way that's going to make you laugh, at the same time make you think, that kid Busey is nuts. It's lovely. The song that Cale wrote, put together, the theme song, it's lovely. Everything works for the essence of the fun you own in your heart and the freedom you have of your curiosity and your ambitious way of learning. I don't mean learning like a classroom. I mean learning like a forever freedom room of information coming to you. You do not want to miss this. Busey's Nuts. And the word nuts in Buseyism way, N-U-T-S, stands for never underestimate the spirit.
And is it for sure going to be called Busey's Nuts, or we're talking about Busey's back, right? Because with the,
No, not Busey's back. That's what a chiropractor says when you lay it on the table. Busey's back. Okay, I guess Crockett. No, this is Busey's Nuts. Because we all eat nuts. We all have nuts. Nuts are part of our life. And there's all different kind of nuts to eat. I mean, it's fantastic. I remember living in Tulsa. My dad and the family would go out to these trees along the road, throw big sticks up in the trees, and pecans would fall out. And we'd take the pecans home, and Mother would make a pecan pie. Incredible feeling, how special pecans are. Then there's the almond. There's the cashew. You got to be careful when you're eating nuts that come out of a planter's can, because those nuts have been chemicalized and salty. They're not good for your natural digestive system. It'll mess with your natural enzymes in your digestive system. And you end up with a nut bag in your tummy, and you're wondering, when is that going to leave?
nobody wants that.
The nut bags in your tummy are known as the things you won't leave.
Tell me about the project with Dennis Quaid.
Okay. Wait a minute. We have to go through, I'm not there yet. Okay. I'm still talking about Busey's Nuts. We have to go through a period of time with the animation. And then I'll be coming back to do the voices of my voice in it. And so it's a little time away, a few months. And then when it hits the air to people to see it, they're going to watch it more than once. It'll be like animated SNL in the early days of the not ready for primetime players. It's going to be something you don't want to miss. It's going to be something you get addicted to. And whatever you're eating, when you see the first show, you're going to be eating that every time you see the show. So make sure you know what you're eating. Okay, second show. I'm doing a thing with Dennis Quaid where I play Uncle Drink, animated. And I play a country western singer that thinks glorious things of himself. And one of his hit songs is, Can You Smell My Burp? And another song is, Hand Jobs at Happy Hour. It's really funny. It's really funny. We're doing that with Dennis Quaid. Now, today we have a show on called Gary Busey Pet Judge. It's on Amazon. And I'm a judge in a courtroom, and adults come in with their different pets. And there's a emotional war and a physical war going on between the plaintiff and the defendant. And one guy came in, he had a big Tabitha cat, and he wants to bury the cat like a Viking funeral. So he had a bigger Viking boat made, about 1.5 feet long, 2 feet. And in there is a dead cat and all the things a cat loved, plus his unused catnip. And the oars on the boat and the sail and the Viking head, dragon head, sails that out into a pond, shoots it with flaming arrows. The ship burns up and sinks, and the cat becomes fish food. Well, the wife wanted the cat buried in a mausoleum. And the actors, the players they get to play the plaintiff and defendant are beyond authentic. And I gave the judgment to the man, and he buried. You him.
Actually get to decide these arguments.
I'm the judge. Yeah, and you'll love him. You'll love him. The one with a monkey, the one with a mountain lion. Monkeys, man, you can't keep those guys still. And what they can do to your hair is unthinkable.
That's saying something.
Use your imagination.
Well,
so that's the one. That's Gary Busey Pet Judge on now, Amazon Prime, and it's hilarious. We've had 5-star reviews from that, but it's not because of me. It's about the show. I just happen to be a working member of the machine and engine that makes the show go. Team effort, you know. That's what Teresa Knox is great for. Her team effort and who she chooses to be on the team. and that makes it run smoothly without effort. And the word team, T-E-A-M, stands for together, everyone achieves more. So everyone out there, you're on a team. And the best team you have is with yourself. Make yourself happy. Take care of yourself. Take care of everything. Bad habits, beep, out the door. New hobbies, yeah. But loving others and loving yourself first is the way to do it. You must love yourself first before you love others.
You've learned that along the way.
Huh?
You've learned that along the way.
Oh, I'm still learning it, but it's true, yeah. Yeah, sure. We learn everything we learn by going through what we have to go through to learn it, no matter how hard or funny it is, because they both work the same way. Bottom line, every one of us is the same. We are. We have 2 lungs, a heart, kidneys, adrenal glands, endocrine system, intestines, small and big. We have our genitalia below the waist. We have our plumbing above the neck. We're all the same. We just grew up with different parents. We all have different parents, have brothers and sisters and children of our own. It's a potpourri of humanity together to make one big family. And the one big family I'm in is a family of this planet. Everyone counts. Everyone. You people out there listening to this, I'm so happy you are. And if you have letters you want to write to ask me questions, who do they send them to?
I don't know. We'll figure that out here in just a little bit. Church studio.
Yeah, we have to, you guys, if you have letters to write me, because we can keep this connection going without effort.
Well, Gary, it has been a huge, huge pleasure visiting with you
I'm not
today.
done. I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done? Okay, carry on.
Okay. Let's talk about the design of underwear. And what does that do for your personality? And what does that do when you accidentally or unconsciously on purpose wear your underwear backwards? Oh, that's a good
It can make
answer.
for an uncomfortable day, I can tell you that.
Not for women. Women have that apparatus. Men have that apparatus they deal with.
Yeah. Hey, would you do us a favor, though?
I don't know. It depends on how much you pay me.
Play one more song?
Well,
Because we love to hear you sing. We love to hear play us out.
I'm not going
and
to
thank
play
you so
anything
much.
out. No,
And thank you so much for being with us today.
I'm not done. So
Well,
quit saying that.
okay, but you're
That's
gonna play
not
us
what
out.
That's not what you say. You don't say that then because they're not done.
All right.
Okay?
Okay, hit the song.
What?
Will you play the song? A song,
Ask me nice.
please?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, I was walking through the bayou, my heart's going broke. When suddenly I seen her so beautiful. The lady in lace was so filled with grace, I had to find new words to please her. So I dropped my line deeper, then began whistling sweeter love words than old Lord Byron can. She said, whenever you want me, just come closer to me, and I'll show you heaven like nobody can. Woo! She's a queen of the bayou, nothing I could do. She wanted my heart and just took it away. She's the angel of Bojado Bayou. Woo-hoo! Ow! Say it, girl. She's the angel of Bojado Bayou. Bow, bow. Now the mist and the shadow don't hurt me no more. Gone like a bone that you throw out the door. She took away the bad times. She brought back the good times. Here I am loving her forevermore. Play it. She's the angel of Bojado Bayou. She's the angel of Bojado Bayou.
Sounded so good.
Now can I have your phone number?